Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another stream, and thank you for tuning in to Gaming Leo TV! So, this is following directly after the Alien Isolation playthrough, whatever I want to call it. I'm not getting through that game. Fuck it, it's very infuriating. But instead, I'm gonna play some Spelunky. And I want to talk a lot, because there's some stuff I gotta talk about. And I like using Spelunky as a game that I don't have to think too much about. This let us get this going here, and also this going here, and there we go. Audio is going to be a little low at first because I just recently played some more of it. There we go. Alright, hopefully it's not too loud. Okay. So, this is going to be... No, this is a separate recording from the stream I had just done. On Twitch, it's going to be a full VOD. For YouTube, it's going to be a separate thing entirely. I spent 2 hours of my life trying to figure out Alien Isolation. And, it's fucking bullshit. Like, you can't shoot and kill the androids unless you hit them 100 times. The alien itself is fucking aggravating because it doesn't leave you alone, like, basically ever, and spawns exactly where you need to go to make progress. And I couldn't take it anymore, so it's going to be a long time until I decide to ever stream that game again. Maybe ever, really. I know some people might have a problem with it and whatever, but nah, that shit. It's funny because like generally I like stealth games, but some stealth games have problems where your opponent always has an advantage on you and you have to work around that, and that shit is annoying because then you for someone like me, I feel like I can't make any progress if you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, no, this guy's gonna always be here all the time, forever. And you can't really stealth away everything when you can't snappily do stuff to get out of the way. I mean, every time I died against the alien was because it stood there looking at me, or it came through a doorway that I needed to get through myself. What? Yeah, let's kill this guy. Beat him with hammers. Yeah, with this being effectively the end of the month recap Spelunky episode, I did a lot. This month has been very, very busy. The big things that I did were actually a couple weeks ago. Couple weeks ago? No, it's been a week already, hasn't it? My God, it's been a week already. A little over a week, hasn't it? My God, time flies by so fast. So, I went to New York Comic-Con in Manhattan at the Javits Center for the first time. I only went for the one day, and thank God I only went for the one day, because holy fuck, there was a lot of people. There were a lot of people there, man. Like, a lot of people. It was said that there were over 200,000 people that went there. Oh, well, shit. Fuck me, I guess. like over 200,000 people went there over the course of the 4 days that the event went on, and it felt like there were 200,000 people on the one day that I went. It was insane. I did get to meet up with at least one friend of mine, and then he and I like walked around a little bit, but I was still super happy to go. It didn't leave me with post-con depression like Anime NYC did, and I'm definitely going to Anime NYC this coming year. I have to. There's no way I'm going to miss out on it. It looks like so much fun this year, which I wasn't able to go because I just went for the Breaking Dimensions Hololive concert. So I couldn't make both work, unfortunately. But Comic-Con was still fun. I got some cool stuff. I overspent on some shit that I definitely should not have overspent on. There's a comic series called Junkyard Joe, created by Jeff Johns and his crew at Ghost Machine, which I bought the trade paperback of the initial run, and then they talked me into buying a $200 figure, which it's not a $200 figure, by the way. The base is signed, and it comes with the full run of the Junkyard Joe comics, but why are you going to get that if you... I'm stupid. But why are you going to get that if you're going to get the trade anyway? It was dumb, and I shouldn't have, but it was the last one. It was dumb. Don't do that. And I should... So Jeff Johns was there alongside his Ghost Machine crew, and they were signing Ghost Machine stuff for free. And I definitely should have gotten that box signed by Jeff Johns and the crew, because then it would have been even more $200, or at least it would have felt like in fact, it would have felt priceless. But I got... they were connected with a company called Midtown Comics, and... Oh, god damn it, game. And... They, Oh, they were selling, like, mostly Jeff Johns stuff. So, some of it was his DC stuff, and the other half of it was, and more than half of it was his Ghost Machine things. Ghost Machine primarily has series like Geiger, Junkyard Joe, Rook Exodus, among a lot of other ones, but those are three that I followed the most. Especially Geiger and Rook, because they're amazing. But I fell in love with Jeff Johns' writing through his Green Lantern stuff, and I also I picked up Justice League, The Dark Side War, the Junkyard Joe trade paperback, which I got signed by him and a couple of other people who worked on it. I picked up a Rook Exodus poster, a Ghost Machine medium-sized poster, and a Geiger poster, or mini poster rather. And I got the Rook Exodus one signed. I didn't even ask. The woman up front actually got that done for me, which was very nice of her. And I got the Ghost Machine one signed by literally everybody, which is awesome. And I did gush to Jeff Johns about how much I love his writing and how I became such a huge fan of his, and I totally fangirled in front of him, and I was okay with it because he's great. You see, I saw some people teasing about, I guess, some of his creative ideas on Twitter, but I for the most part do generally love his work because he takes what he does very, very seriously, and it's often very fun. So I got all of that. So I got the Junkyard Joe figure, the trade paperback, the Justice League Dark Side War book, and I got the prints over there as well. It was way too much money. Don't do that. I do not recommend. If you can't, don't. Like, I barely could, and I shouldn't have either. Even if it's your first time, don't sucker yourself in. You don't need to do that. But I also got Mad Love, which is the introductory book of Harley Quinn in the comic book series, because she actually started off as the animated series character. She was meant to be just a one-off character, but she was portrayed so amazingly that she became, you know, a brand new secondary character, and now was an icon in DC Comics. And Mad Love tells a story about how Joker and Harley Quinn became a thing, as much as they should not have become a thing. And it's a great book, and it's written by Paul Dini and and the art is done by Bruce Timm, both of which worked on the animated series with each other. And it's awesome. It's exactly what you expect from the two of them. It looks like a comic book version of the animated series, and it's great. I'm trying to think what else I bought. Those are definitely the ones I remember getting the most. I of course ate over there. Food's fairly good. Had a burger with waffle fries. It was awesome. Oh, I did get some cool swag though. I went to only a few panels. The first one was the SpongeBob SquarePants 25th anniversary panel, which had the entire cast and crew of SpongeBob on stage. Like all the voice actors from all the characters, they were all on stage, and they even read some scripts from the episodes, and there was a Q&A at the end, and they were so awesome. It was so awesome to see that. I've been a huge fan of SpongeBob basically since the day it debuted, and maybe been a little bit after. I forgot when I started watching it, but I gotta stop killing these guys, but they have what I want for cheap. Oh, shit. Oops. For cheap, I mean, I can steal it. Oh, fuck. I'll just end it there. So the SpongeBob panel was great. I just barely made it there on time because I am a damn fool. To get into Comic-Con, you need a badge. And to get a badge, you have to order the damn badge. And then when you go to Comic-Con, you have to bring the physical badge with you. It's not like a lot of other things where you just have a phone ticket and that's it. Oh no, you need a full-on badge with you. And when I was on the train ride there, I saw that I didn't have it with me. And I made some calls to home, and I ended up getting pictures taken of it. So then when I went to Will Call, which handles all the badge stuff, they gave me a new badge. But it was so weird. Apparently, if you forget a badge but you do have pictures of it, they will ask you to cut the badge. Like, cut it. Like in half. And then they'll give you a new one. I guess to prevent it being resold or whatever. I heard a lot of like, oh, I wonder why. But, so I got a new badge for free. The woman who helped me out did let me know that if I did lose it, I would have had to pay full price, and thank God I didn't. Apparently somebody else had to. Those poor bastards. But once I got the free badge, I like made it as on time as I possibly could to the SpongeBob panel, and it was great. And then that was when I did some buying, some stuff buying, and then I went to my second panel, which was for a brand new anime that is coming out next year called Lazarus by Shinichiro Watanabe and their production crew. Or his production crew, I suppose. And they've created excuse me. They've created Cowboy Bebop. Was this always the music for this? This seems weird. That's cute. Anyway, yeah, so they're the minds behind Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo specifically. There's more, but those are two most well-known ones. And the anime Lazarus is an Adult Swim production coming to their Toonami block, I believe. And it's awesome! Like, watch Lazarus whenever it comes out. It's pretty cool. It's a parkour-style sci-fi action show about a scientist who creates a medication that prevents all pain from no longer existing, but the doctor then realized that too much of it is going to kill everybody, and he has to be found personally in order for the antidote to be used. But at the same time, there is a convict who escapes jail and just starts running from the cops in the coolest way possible. And I don't know how they're connected just yet, but the anime series will probably explain it. Watanabe said that the anime, as of now, is his new masterpiece, so he's very happy with it, and apparently everything is already done, and they're just waiting to get it out when the time comes, which is great. Then after that, okay, so before that I met up with a friend of mine, and then he and I did whatever, and then we were hanging out at, oh, that was fucking stupid. We were hanging out at the cosplay center, and we saw a bunch of costumes and everything, which were very, very cool, super detailed and insane, because cosplayers are very absurd people. Then I went to Lazarus, and then I caught up with my friend again, with some of his friends, hung out there for a little bit and walked around, and then I went to the last panel, which was about an indie movie called Lumina, which is a low-budget, independent sci-fi movie that was created during COVID, like the depths of COVID, like 2020 and stuff like that. And they filmed the whole thing in Morocco, and it took them like less than a month to actually shoot the whole thing, which should tell you something about the quality of the movie. It was like shot in less than a month and then edited in less than a week. And they were missing a chunk of their crew because they got stuck in London. So a lot of bad shit happened in that movie, and they're lucky they even got it made. So it led to more or less no reshoots or second takes. And depends on how that sounds to you, because the story behind it sounds super interesting. And everyone said they had somewhat of a good time while doing it, despite the circumstances. But the movie actually blows, unfortunately. We were shown clips of it. Oh, fuck. We were shown clips of it, and I think a trailer, and it did not look very good. Admittedly, it did not look great, because you could tell that there's some pretty bad and cheap CGI being used in it. And the acting is such where, well, if you look at the cast and you don't recognize anybody, that should tell you all you need to know. But it seemed like they at least had fun kinda working on it, which is cool. But that movie came out in July of this year and got a re-release in September, and is going to a streaming platform called Paraflix. If you've never heard of what that is, don't be surprised, because it's not tremendously well known. And it should also tell you something about the quality of it. Oh, there it is. But after the Lumina bit, I tried finding my friend again, but he said they were getting pushed out of Artist Alley, so they had to get the hell out of there and go home. And I just smoothed my way over to the train coming home, and then I came home. I left here at about 8:30, and I didn't come back home until 10. A long and very busy day. I think, oh, that's right, it's 50K. Ooh. I just need 8,300 more. But then after that, literally the night, like this whole week has been completely insane because I've been so damn busy doing so much. Like, you know, I streamed. I streamed on all the days that I did. I streamed on all the days that I did. And then, which I believe was Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then Wednesday I worked. Thursday I worked. Friday I had Comic-Con. Saturday I went to a... Oh, that was stupid. Oh, that was so stupid. Saturday I went to a play that one of my coworkers actually acted in. He had a pretty predominant role despite playing such a bit character you don't even remember who he is. The play is called The Passion of Dracula, and it is a play adaptation of the movie, basically. It's more of the movie than the actual book itself. And there's a... Oh, this poor bitch. There's a character called Lord Godalming or something, which I still couldn't understand. It's very much a bit character in the book, but in the play, my coworker got a lot of lines and a good amount of stage time, and he did really well. And the rest of the cast was also very good too. It was a very enjoyable show that went by pretty quickly. It only went like an hour and a half or something like that. But part of that was they apparently cut like a... Oh god. They apparently cut like a whole third act. And they had to kill some time. Not kill. They had to kill some time. How do I want to say? They killed off part of the play, I guess the best way of saying it, because there was another play happening immediately after that. Or something called I'll Be There by Midnight, or I'll Be There Before Midnight, something to that effect. They double booked the theater. So they ended up cutting the play short. But they did it on a hell of a cliffhanger, which was pretty funny. And then I've, you know, for the most part, I've just been either keeping up with streams or work. Oh, hell yeah. Kind of, sort of, but not really, fuck. So, over the weekend, like I said, it was going to be... So for the whole month, it was going to be... Saturdays were going to be Silent Hill, and then Sundays were going to be Deadly Premonition, a game I always wanted to play, kind of, sort of. It's a fucking disaster of a game and a horrible PC port, but it's the only version that I have. And even with the fixes and everything, it's still not very good. But it's so bizarre that you have to play it for yourself, even though it's, like, pretty bad to play, because it's not... It's like one of the all-time greatest horrible games of all time, because it was meant to be like a survival horror game with not much action in it, but then the developers were forced to put in more action elements in it, and it just utterly ruined the game. Just utterly ruined it, which kind of adds it to being funny. And then a sequel of it came out, specifically on the Switch, and then all the funny went out the window, basically. It became too self-aware, and then once something becomes self-aware, that's when it stops being funny or cool. But because I think... Can't remember the timing of it. I think there was like a Saturday I worked. And I tend to work Sundays. Basically, more or less, I just ended up with like one day for each of them, which I didn't really want. So I just decided to take the weekend off. And actually, funny enough, on Sunday, maybe I shouldn't have. Because Sunday I was like, oh, I have nothing to do. Saturday at least had a... Oh, that's right, yes. This past Saturday was a... Oh, never mind. This past Saturday was a UFC show, but it was in the middle of the day. With the destruction of Robert Whittaker and Max Holloway. Those poor bastards. Oh, damn it. But, yeah, no, I actually did want to stream last night, believe it or not. So I'm speaking in real time, right? Because as you can see right now, well, yeah, right now it's Monday. This video is going to go up on the 30th. I think, so I like keeping things pretty time sensitive. I'm off Wednesday. I think I'm off Wednesday. I think Wednesday I'll do my Halloween special stream, because then I could put that out on Halloween on YouTube. And that's gonna be a fun one, because it's gonna be the Sugi no Hi Marine Hosho Marine edition, which I've seen gameplay of, and it seems like more comedy based than horror. Oh shit, I can't remember. So I'm excited for that. That should be fun. And then I do have, it's almost back to regular scheduling next month with a couple of differences. I think I'm gonna bring back Dragon Quest 1 on SNES and just grind and have fun for a while. But I also put on TCG Card Shop Simulator. I put it on there because I have an idea of making my local comic book shop, because you can actually buy comic books for your store in that game. So I don't know if I'll be able to make a full-on comic book shop, because the way how you set stuff up in the game is really weird, and it's not fully written up, if that makes any sense. There is a wiki for it, but it doesn't include every piece of stock merch in it, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's that, and I think there's another new thing on there. I don't really remember at the moment, but Legend of Dragoon is not going to be on there. I'm saving that until December. Oh, that's right. November 4th is going to be the 10-year anniversary of fucking Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Binding of Isaac Rebirth is the remake to the Binding of Isaac, the Flash game, which is great, but a horrible mess because it like pushes Flash to its absolute limit and was not made for that kind of program. But Binding of Isaac Rebirth was one of my all-time favorite games ever. Like, straight up, like, it was up in like number 3, I think, in my top 5. But each and every like iteration and DLC kind of ruined it, because the expansions added so much, not a lot of it great. And there's now like over 1,000 achievements or something ridiculous, and it's a grind. It is a grind, to the point where the only fun character to play is Azazel, who flies around and has an attack called Brimstone, which is described as a blood laser. And Azazel has a mini blood laser, so you could create like really overpowered runs really quickly. But we'll see when it comes. When that comes, we'll see what I'm gonna end up doing on it. And then I suppose not to spoil everything I'm gonna be doing with that month, but November is gonna be more back to like Year of the Dragon stuff, which is going to end by the end of this year. Like I said, I'm gonna try to finish Legend of Dragoon as best I can by the end of the year. It seems like I stopped at a cliffhanger where I might be facing a final boss. By God, I hope it's the final boss. And then I'll just like make more progress in everything else that I played, because I'm not gonna beat everything, unfortunately, because all the games I chose are super fucking long, except for Dragon Quest 1 in reality. But like, I don't know if I'll be able to beat that on stream. But I suppose we'll see. And then next year, I have plans already. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I don't know. I mentioned in the Alien Isolation stream that might do a marathon of Halo 1 on easy, specifically on easy, because I do very much dearly love that game on easy. I love that game on easy. Anything harder than easy is where the game kind of takes a dump, because it gets real hard in very stupid ways. And I've been playing it for the past couple days just to hang out in my room. Okay. And man, I keep losing my train of thought, and then I have to put it back on the rails again. So yeah, Halo and Easy. I feel like I might do that as like a special stream sometime in December. Because it'd be cool to, like, you know, do a stream from start to finish on the last day of the last month of the year. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure out when I would be able to do it. Because timing is everything. And Halo 1 and Easy does not actually make me rage, so I'll actually be able to enjoy my time playing it. And I know it's like kind of funny, haha, Leo gets mad, blah blah blah, but like, no. Like, I've been a lot better with my anger lately, ever since the head injury. But my neck has also been kind of killing me a lot. It's scaring me. I hope I don't need neck surgery or anything serious. I'm gonna get it checked out tomorrow to see. But other than that, we'll see. I think I might end up... I've been thinking about changing the way how my schedules work too. Because while I like the idea of doing something different every week, or I suppose every day of the week, and you know, I do one game a week or whatever, I don't make a lot of progress in doing that, I've noticed. So maybe it is best where I choose one game to do for, you know, however long I'm able to. I don't know. It's weird because, you know, sometimes I'll be scheduled for 3 days. Sometimes I'll be scheduled for 4 days. So then you'll end up with, I don't know. I suppose you might end up with, like, math. How do you do math? Yeah, you know, you might end up with like just 3 or 4 streams a week. I don't know. Like, timing is everything, and making schedules is hard. Because, things change. I brought up before, I had a follower join me who is you know, apparently an artist. They got into a discussion with me and there's another one that kind of asked me, like, you know, do you want to become a professional streamer? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, not really. Because my channel is very tiny and I do like having an outside job. It keeps me out of the house. It gets me to socialize and all of that good stuff, right? And it's, you know, I'm able to make a living, some kind of living, not a great one, but I'm able to make some kind of living through it. Among other circumstances that I've got going on. But Part of it is, I don't know. I feel like if I just stream all the time, I just get fucking sick of it. There was a time in my life where I could have done that and I should have done that, but I was too scared to do it because I was too scared to do a lot of things because social anxiety is the actual worst. But shit. But I can't believe that just happened. That's crazy. That's actually insane. So usually the head jet hopping onto your head, or at least in your inventory, happens so immediately, you can't do that. I'm trying to think what the head jet is used for. I think I need it to get into the City of Gold. So fucking stupid. It's so stupid. That was a great run, too. Maybe I should have finished it at all max, but whatever. Happens when you're Spelunkin N Yappin. I do want to keep this as a running series, though. It allows me to get a lot of stuff off my mind. But, Secluded Introvert, one of my followers, viewers who joins me a lot, which is great. He, brought up Doobie 3D earlier. I was talking about her too. So awesome to see her come back, dude. Like maybe I shouldn't be talking about all the past life and reincarnation stuff and things like that, but it almost doesn't matter. Like when you know, you're just gonna talk about it, right? So like, it's really cool to see Sachi Owo, like, Sachi Owo goes from being Amelia Watson to back to being Doobie, or into Doobie. I suppose she, like, Sachi Owo. Yeah, Sachi Owo is much different. She even brought it up too. Sachi Owo is different than Doobie. Sachi had brown hair with a green shirt when she was just figuring out how to do VTubing, and now Doobie is looks almost exactly like Amelia Watson, like almost, not like entirely similar because it's a different artist and everything, but the motifs, I guess the word, is still there. She's blonde hair, oh, she got blue eyes as Ame, but like, I don't know. It's just the way how she looks now is there's still cheeky references like, oh no, this is still Ame. And she's looking to do a whole lot of cool shit as a VTuber, which is awesome. Especially with like her motion capture suit and whatever else she's got going on. And she's streaming now too, I think. So you got Doobie 3D coming back. You got Yuki Sakana, the former Minato Aqua, a Hololive, which is so awesome. And her model is literally just fucking Aqua. It's a maid with pink and blue hair, and it's just Aqua, man. So listen, like, she's probably not gonna be upset by any Aqua references to her or anything, because you can't. You know what I mean? You can't be upset by it when you're gonna just outright directly reference it yourself. And then Nami, the former Sukuma Sana, decided to come back to stream with a PNG just to play Sonic and Shadow Generations. Then Yozora Mel, the rumor is that she's gonna come back with a live 2D model for her persona as Rika. And you know, Secluded earlier mentioned that there was some other X-Hollow stuff happening, which... It's crazy. And I just... It was yesterday. Sunny Splosion decided to, the former Kunai Nakasato decided to, collab, in a way, wink wink, with Mogu Ghost, who is, as of now, Victoria Brightshield and Niji Sanji En. Like, it's so fucking, it's so awesome, it's so weird. VTubing is so weird. It's unlike anything else because, like, I want to compare it to almost pro wrestling, but I don't know if I could even do that, really. Because, like, I don't know, wrestlers use masks and then try to act like they're different people, whereas VTubers are like, they use entirely different characters. Man, like, I'm smiling just thinking about it. It's great. Keep looking over in Secluded's last message, other than just nope, is just 60% of the stream is you hiding. Alien Isolation is fucking... It's one of those stealth games that I absolutely hate, which is an enemy is nearby. Not only nearby, but like as in your face as possible, and you can't do anything about it. Like, I hate that shit. Like, I did not get far in Amnesia Dark Descent both times that I played it, because I immediately ran out of resources to keep the light on, and a monster spawned in such a way where I'm not gonna be able to defend myself. And I hate it. I want to be scared by it, I do, but it's also very aggravating to effectively be told you're not allowed to make progress. Because you need to play as perfectly as possible, and if you don't, you're screwed. I hate that. I really hate it. Like, some people will argue that if you're given too much stuff in a stealth game, then you're just making it easy, but like, yeah. Stealth games should be like puzzles rather than fucking aggravating. And like, I was hoping that would be the one where, okay, well, it'll come down for a bit, look around, and then go back into the vents or something like that. Oh no, that thing kept popping up like wherever I needed to go. That is what really soured me on it, because every single time I opened the door that was meant to be progress for me, it literally stood there. Like, stood there. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Doing it that way is really bad. Oh, also, that just reminded me, I saw that I have Backyard Baseball as a source in OBS. That's another one, too. I played Backyard Baseball, what was it, for like the one time to celebrate its release. And then, what happened? I think I kept working. Trying to figure out what... Oh, I think I kept working because I was given a bunch of night shifts, and I feel like I did something different on the Thursday. I don't remember what. But yeah, so Backyard Baseball is coming back next month too, by the way. 97, the 97 version is coming back. One of my favorite VTubers, Doki Bird, she streamed... Oh, shit. She streamed 97, and I have forgotten to watch the VOD of it. Because I'm a sucker for watching people play that game, because it's so much fun. Oh, Jesus Christ, game. Come on, dude. Well, there's that. I think what else? I like bullshitting with this game. It's so much fun. It gets the neurons firing. So, I think if there was anything that happened there. Oh, also, yeah, a game and other stuff like System Shock 2 and Fear. Fear I'm really enjoying, actually. I feel like I'm gonna end up coming back to that one because that game is actually really good. Especially if you configure the controls to your liking, it's really good. It can be a little annoying because you're gonna end up having to fight like 1,000 enemies and you don't know where they are. But no, that game feels really good, sounds great, and looks amazing for a 2005 game. I am gonna try to figure out how to get that thing to be fucking windowed mode because I don't understand why it can't be. It just refuses to, no matter what. And it seems like a lot of people bought the Steam version, but not a lot of people bought the GOG version. And I'm not sure why there seems to be a difference, but there does. And System Shock 2 is another game that I mostly like now, but I feel like I'm still gonna struggle with it as time comes. Because they require you to do some stupid ass backtracking to fully heal up and do some other stuff. And I'm in a particularly difficult part of the game now, it seems like. And I'm not entirely sure I'm gonna get my way out of it. I don't know if I'm gonna come back to it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know if, oh my God, help me. I don't know if I'm gonna come back to it at all at any point or what, but tomorrow, actually, the time of this recording, tomorrow will be the return of System Shock. Oh, man. I do not know what next year is going to bring, as far as like what I'm going to be doing for new streams and things like that. Like I said, I kind of want to change the scheduling of it to have like 1 week be one game and then another week be another. So like, you know, Monday through Sunday will be one game, Monday through Sunday will be another one, so on and so forth like that. But I don't know. Scheduling stuff is hard. As I mentioned earlier, it's very difficult. And because I have so many interests, I'm not sure what to do, you know? I would like to check out more demos too, because I got a ton of them still. Wow, I still got a ton of them on my Steam list. So apparently I had so funny. I saw somebody compared a game called Cultic to Resident Evil 4, and I'm like, Cultic? I don't remember that one. And then I downloaded the demo, and it said I already had like almost an hour in it, and I'm like, really? And then sure enough, I streamed it like, I don't know, a year or two ago, and I was like, oh, And it is on my wish list too, believe it or not. So evidently it is a game that I did enjoy enough to actually want to get it at some point. Just forget. I play too many games. I keep getting asked, what kind of games do you play? And then I'm like, I play a lot of them. And what frustrates me is I feel like if I get asked, what games do you play? People are expecting some kind of online multiplayer, generally shooter. So they expect me to say some kind of like Call of Duty, Overwatch, things like that and whatever, which Overwatch I'm like on and off with. But generally I end up telling them stuff that they're like, I've never heard of that before. Oh, what's your favorite game? What's your favorite game of all time? Persona 4 for the PS2. Never heard of it. Oh, okay. oh, okay. Shit, I don't know. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. My bombs! I don't know. I guess I should just stick to saying, oh, I like RPGs and first-person shooters, which I feel like I've noticed that those are my favorites. But even then, it has to be super specific. Oh, do you play Call of Duty? No. Why not? Because I don't care. That's another one too, where it's like a lot of people play like the popular games and I just don't. Because I see how it looks and feels. I'm like, nah. Ow! I keep thinking of streaming a run of Titanfall. Titanfall 2 specifically. Because I beat it once and it's great. But the only way I'm going to be able to play it is through my PS5. From my PS4 copy. Because apparently the PC version doesn't work anymore. Start off as an Origin game that you could also buy on Steam, but if you play it on Steam, you have to use the new EA app, and now it doesn't work. And I'm not the only one. Apparently, Titanfall 2 just refuses to launch if through either Steam or the EA app. And I realize I do still also have Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, and Jedi Fallen Order. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get through those games. But anyway, so yeah, Titanfall 2 is unfortunately out. I would like to finish Fear. God, I feel like tomorrow is supposed to be System Shock. And then, oh god. Oh man, oh, I need a key for this, don't I? Well, I don't see it anywhere, fuck. I would like to finish Fear. We might do that in December as like, again, final month of the year, finish some games. Excuse me. I feel like I'm pretty close to the end of that game, I guess. I mean, from what I understand, where I last saved off, I'm like literally halfway through. And I played, what, 6 hours or something like that? So, I don't know, maybe I could wrap that thing up in like, a couple extra hours or so and be done with it, which would be really cool. I prefer games that are like 8 to 10 hours rather than like 30 and beyond. If it's, not warranted for that kind of length. When I heard that God of War Ragnarok was literally twice the size of God of War, I was like, yeah, cool, I'm not fucking playing that game then. Because that game was already too long as it was. I need to play it more. But, man. There's a lot. There's so many things I want to do, and I feel like I have so little time or money to do any of it. I've talked about it plenty of times before, but I want to get a capture card, which I may have found one that's relatively, that was stupid. That's relatively cheap. that I might be able to get. It's not an Elgato. There's some $20 thing that apparently is fairly decent. So I'm intrigued. I've never used a capture card, and I've been confused by them since I've seen them. But it's a great way to play more HDMI-based games, which I certainly have plenty of for like certain devices that, you know, can use HDMI. Which is weird because, like, yeah, like, I would be able to, at the very least, I'd be able to stream Switch games, which would be a lot of fun. And I'd be able to stream PS5 games natively. So I wouldn't have to use like stupid ass remote play, which is not a great way of doing it, which is the way I had been doing it, but it's not great. I also have retro consoles too. But I have like analog retro consoles. So I have the Super NT and the Mega SG, which are their versions of the Super Nintendo and Genesis. And I made sure to get a pre-order of their new Analog 3D, which is their version of this N64, which it's $300 because, haha, tax. No, not tax, shipping, mostly shipping. They're gonna tell you it's $250. It's not. It's $300, but I still feel like it's worth it anyway because I have N64 games that I would like to go back to and play in a manner where it's not slow as fuck and not buggy as hell. Unfortunately, you know, it's hard. I love achievements, right? So I try to play games that have like easily attainable achievements if I can. And retro achievements being connected to specific emulators and cores that allow you to unlock achievements is great. It's awesome, and I love that concept. But when you're playing stuff like, well, like N64, where the emulation is not 100% perfect, and you could get like better performance through like an actual console, or at least a console that will make games run better, kind of makes things change, you know? With that being said, like I said, I just need a capture card for it all. And I'm trying, and another thing, I'm trying to keep up with my new Chroma Squad, I suppose, Let's Play series. I don't know, seeing how well my Backyard Baseball playthrough series did, I figured, oh, I may as well make another series that's more episodic. But Chroma Squad is not nearly as popular as Backyard Baseball is, so I don't think it's gonna do that well. But I wanted to start playing that game because it's a game about dress up. And I figured, you know what, play it during the month of Halloween, and then the game is not long either. I mean, my finished file has like only 13 hours, something like that. So it shouldn't take too long for me to get through that, especially if I'm playing on casual, which I am for my series. Like I tend to want to save the challenging stuff for streams because, you know, you get to see it all in real time rather than recorded where you just want to get it out of the way as quickly as possible. I mean, that's why I still have it. I don't know. I still have it up there where $100 will unlock me playing Halo 1 on Legendary, because I'm not playing that game on that difficulty under any other circumstance. because I lost my fucking mind trying to do that game on heroic of all fucking difficulties. So, really don't want to do legendary for free because I was told I need to. But again, with me being a tiny channel, I only have the one donation, which came from an awesome viewer who watched me play Diablo, which is why it's 666. Diablo's another one that I you know, maybe I should get back into again, because I did make a ton of progress on that save file a while back, last year even. But that game is hard too. That game gets real silly, where like the more floors you open, the more absurd the areas get. So, but people seem to enjoy when I play it. So, I noticed that a lot of people tend to come in when you're playing some sort of retro game, like anything from like the 90s or whatever. People tend to enjoy it a lot. Because they'll be like, oh, I played this when I was a kid, or oh man, this game is great, and they'll be like super experts on it, which is appreciated, but at the same time, I'll just get outright told how to play it. Oh fuck, I'll get outright told how to play it, and I'm like, you don't need to do all of that, man. It's okay. Let me try to figure this out on my own. I nearly started throwing people out of chat when I was playing Shadow of the Colossus, and I was being outright told how to solve something as it's a puzzle. Leave the streamer alone if they're trying to solve a puzzle. Shadow of the Colossus was a fun game too. There was some silliness to it that I know I declare the final boss the worst final boss ever, because it didn't really make any sense to me at the time. I do have the original PS2 version on my PC through a disc I ripped, and I think it gets achievements too, so maybe one day I'll do that too. I always have maybe one day. There's so many games. Like, my Steam library is insane. It's all a bunch of crap. All of it's a bunch of crap. It's like, it's all like, oh, this game looks kind of cool, let me give it a shot, and then I don't play it ever again because, you know, take your pick. It's boring, too hard to play, or broken. Generally is how it goes. And then I have a Steam wishlist of over 200 games. Am I ever gonna play them or buy them? I don't know, probably not. I've been spending a lot of my money on books instead lately, instead of games. Probably a better investment, even if it is comic books. I did see I got some kind of reception for my my Pango beta test video for Terra of Hemosaurus, which that update is now live, which is really cool. Go play that game. Go play Terra of Hemosaurus. It's great. All-time favorite of mine. But I was happy to see that too. A lot of people like that game, which is awesome. You always gotta go where like the best reception is. Like, certainly, you know, stream and make content based on stuff that you like and that you want to do. But if it's something that you like and you want to do, and it's getting like the most reception, try to stick with that and see where it goes from there. I mean, some people like me, honestly, where you don't want to stay stuck with one type of content. Because some people just, if you do stick with one type of content that fan base, for lack of a better way of saying it, enjoys the most, and you want to branch out and do different things, sometimes it's arguably riskier than it should be. Because, like, realistically, you should be watching somebody for who they are as an entertainer rather than just a game, but I'm a little guilty of it too, because I don't know. To me, there are some games that how do we want to say it? That are easy to watch, I guess is the best way to say it, where it will keep my attention, and so I'll be a fan of it and would rather see more of it. Yeah, my analytics have been like pretty darn good for like some of the stuff that I put up. In fact, I think I have let me look at it real quick. On my YouTube channel, which you can find by looking up Gaming Leo space CH. You find it. Let's see. My most popular video is, oh my god, my most popular video is the Pokemon Leaf Green stream that I did. That was a 20-year celebration of it, and part 1, because I did want to get back to it. That has 633 views. And then Terra of Hemasaurus 449 a couple years ago. 15th anniversary of Pokemon Heart Gold and part 1, another one I want to get back to, 212. And then Game 13 of Backyard Baseball 2001, Backyard Kids Edition version 2, 202. Like, I don't know, I'm actually getting numbers. Like, my Backyard Baseball stuff went insane. Like, I have like regular commenters on there, and it did really, really well, which I was really happy with. But man, when 2001 gets re-released on Steam, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether or not to make that a stream series or to do it like episodically. Damn it. I had one good run. And then I ruined it because I'm a fool. This particular run, well, I suppose series of runs or even episode, it's gone on a little over an hour, and I feel like I talked about everything I wanted to. So. Ooh. Oh my god. I'm not ending it on there. I was gonna end it there, but no, not like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to do one more run here, try to get out of the jungle. I only have about a half hour left, so. Oh man. Man, oh man. Oh yeah. just dawned on me. Yeah. So since the car accident in August, which is still my fault, I feel so fucking stupid about it. You know, you're given a red light and then you see a green light in the distance and you think it's yours, so you go to move, and then SUV comes and hits you. It changes you. And I think that it kind of messed up my neck. But because of that, I've had to bike a lot more. And I recently got a brand new seat for my bike, and it's awesome. It feels super comfortable, so I feel like biking a lot. My grandmother, the one that's still alive, reached 90 years old earlier this month. And so I biked to her town to hang out with family, and it was the bike ride was over an hour long. It was supposed to be under an hour, but my GPS decided to just tell me to go wherever it felt like. And so I kept having to do some of the weirdest shit that I'd never done before. But at least it was a safe ride, and it was a fun ride too. And getting there was funny because my family member was like, "Oh my god, you biked here? You're so crazy! What the heck?" And they're like, no, come down, come sit down, blah, 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 relax. I'm just sitting there being like, I'm actually not stressed out at all. was a nice ride. There's a bike path that you can take, and it's like a roller coaster. That shit has a steep drop at one point, and it's terrifying. And then coming home, my GPS decided to mess with me even more by giving me like back roads and stuff that didn't make any sense. I don't know. GPS when you're driving seems to be okay. Sometimes it can be a little wacky, but it's okay. When you're walking, it's horrible, especially if you're in New York City. That shit is terrible because it doesn't update the way that it should, and then you end up getting lost going somewhere that's directly in front of you. Me going to Comic-Con, for example. But I've been having a bike all over the place, and if you get a good seat on a pretty okay bike, you're not gonna want to get off it. It feels that good. I do like it better than driving. I only really miss driving for longer distances and shopping, but I can't say that I miss driving. Whoop. Whoop. Woo! All right, this is the run. This is where we do it. Ooh, I almost got hit there. Oh, other way. Yes! Oh, I don't know where the key is, though. Where's this damn key? Sometimes it doesn't even spawn in the area that you need the key, that you're trying to get the key from. Wow. Wow. I think that's gonna do it. I was gonna try to get past the mines, but I think I got everything I wanted to talk about out of the way. And that is going to do it for this the whole stream and this video here. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at GamingLeo90 and follow me here at GamingLeoTV to know when I go live. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.